All Broadblue catamarans are built with low water ingress resins and come with a 5-year anti-osmosis warranty. We've never had to test that warranty. The boats all come about, all are used extensively, but they stand up to the conditions, the weather, and the water ingress very well. Unlike some other brands, our boats are all built with a foam core construction. They're foam core above the waterline and monolithic, solid, below the waterline to give them the maximum amount of stiffness and lightness, but still make them eminently repairable should the worst happen and they do hit something. All Broadblue catamarans are built with industry-leading materials and parts from suppliers who can service and maintain items around the world. The windows are all built with glass rather than acrylic. The problems with acrylic of thermal expansion and decay aren't present for owners of Broadblue catamarans. Broadblue cruising catamarans are built with integrally moulded keels. Some of the other designs have keels that are knock-off. The reality is that if you're in a remote place and that keel comes off, you're going to be without a keel for some considerable time. Our keels are integrally moulded with the hull, and so if you were to damage them, they're sealed from the rest of the boat. They don't get lost or get removed, and they're eminently repairable when you next bring the boat ashore. In the meantime, the boat hull is safe and the integrity is maintained. The Rapier series of catamarans that we build, you have a choice of keels. So we do dagger boards, we can do low aspect ratio keels, or we can do the dart form of keel, which is on the Rapier 550 that I'm talking to you from now. The other advantage of integrally moulded keels is that the boat is built on its own keels, and therefore it's perfectly able to take the ground without any damage to the keel. This isn't the case with some of the moulded on keels. Some keels are attached with only a 50mm flange to the bottom of the boat. Those keel designs are not recommended to dry out or to have a mooring, for instance, that is a drying mooring, and therefore you're precluded from being able to take advantage of lower cost moorings that our boats are perfectly capable of experiencing. All Broadblue cruising boats are built with a third structural bulkhead forward of the mast in the design, and this is quite a difference with some of the other particularly charter-oriented catamarans. Our cruising boats all have a solid foredeck, and the solid foredeck brings with it a great deal of structural stiffness that isn't present in a lot of the trampoline boats. So the Rapier performance catamarans that we build do have a trampoline forward, but they retain that structural integrity by incorporating into the design a third structural bulkhead forward on the Rapier 400 as part of the crossbeam and longer-on construction, and on the 550 because the construction of the bulkheads is all carbon, then that also retains the structural integrity of a third bulkhead. Unlike most of the competitors, Broadblue are quite capable and willing to adjust and alter interior designs. Some of our designs are produced with no structural furniture in them at all, and so you're able to completely choose what sort of interior you would like. The Rapier 550, for example, if you wanted to have 12 rows of seats in it, then you could. It doesn't affect the structural stiffness of the boat at all. Some of our smaller boats, the 346 and the 385, both have specific areas within the boat which are designed to be owner's choice. More than just options, actually structurally different items in the boat.